What's up, everybody? It's Josh and Brett here, sitting down to talk about more reports surrounding a Bloodborne remake. That's right. New information has suggested that a major PlayStation game with a high skill level is being turned into an anime series alongside a new remake or remaster of that same game. Now, obviously, this leads us to think it is likely Bloodborne, although there's a couple more possibilities.
So listen, if you're interested in Bloodborne, PlayStation, gaming news, reactions, deep dives, and more, you're in the right place. Be sure to hit the subscribe button right now to stay up to date on all of our content related to the world of gaming. By subscribing, you will be part of a community of like-minded individuals who share your passion for gaming. Without further ado, let's hop into the story, Josh. So listen, rumors about a Bloodborne remaster or remake have been circulating for years now.
That's right.
Literally since like maybe 2 years after the game came out, people were chirping that there's going to be a remake or a remaster.
We've been talking about it for a long time on the channel.
We have. So if you don't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't know, but Bloodborne is an immensely popular PlayStation game developed by From Software that is relegated to last gen systems. And well, that's not necessarily true. It can be played on next gen consoles, a la PS5, but it remains locked to 30 FPS with a resolution that makes it look like someone smeared Vaseline on the screen, which is literally coming straight from Josh's mouth. I did not expect to see that.
That was my copy. Sorry.
So last week, rumors of a Bloodborne remake surfaced again when God of War creator and ex-PlayStation creative David Jaffe hinted at a Bloodborne remaster that was already in the works. However, he eventually backpedaled and said he doesn't really know what Sony's plans are. Interesting.
Yes.
Now
he has a tendency to just talk out of his ass. Not because he's lying, because he heard things and then he says something. He's like, "Oop, I shouldn't have said that."
Right. And he was called out for it, and he released a statement, and he backpedaled, like as I mentioned earlier. However, now hints and teases from leakers on Twitter, including I don't even know how to say this user's name, OECUF0 and Waizu-san, who are both known anime leaking accounts. So just like how we follow video game leaking accounts, and we have people like Dust Golem, we have people like Tom Henderson, Special Nick, Nick Baker, all these people. These are the equivalent of that for the anime world, which I did not even know was a thing. But they are suggesting that a new anime based on a game with challenging gameplay from PlayStation is being developed alongside a remake, remaster of the same game.
Yeah.
So
Josh, these next couple points are just notes, by the way. You don't have to read those. But yes, Brett, I'm listening to you.
The one that I think is the most compelling is they released a tweet that was a series of emojis.
Right.
And they don't spell it out for you exactly what they're trying to leak. They want you to guess a little bit, and they're playing with you a little bit. So I like this interpretation that Alexander N. Gamer put online.
Yeah.
And the way they deciphered it. Do you have the emojis up?
It is behind us, yes.
So the first is there's a 2 and then a mask. This one is probably the least compelling one, but they think that the 2 represents that there's two projects or 2 games or something, not just one. And then there's a controller with like a recycle symbol or like a loop, and people are speculating that means that it's a remaster, it's being recycled, it's a game that has already come out. And then obviously the X, the square, the triangle, and the circle are the PlayStation Studios logos or whatever, their symbols on the controller. And then there's a 1 and then a soon emoji and then a 24. And that is leading this person, Alexander Gamer, to read that as the remaster is soon, and then the anime will come out in 2024. So, if it's not Bloodborne, some of the other games that people are speculating could be Neo, because the 2 could represent the 2 games. The mask represents some of the imagery you might see in Neo.
And Neo was not developed, but published by PlayStation outside of Japan.
That's right. Elden Ring is another game with a high skill ceiling, so it could be Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Sekiro, which probably would make you real hard. Or Demon Souls.
Yeah, I don't think that Elden Ring or Sekiro demand remakes, and definitely not Demon Souls, where we just got a remake.
Right. Well, I agree with you.
So, and those aren't, I mean, Demon Souls, I guess, is PlayStation. Elden Ring had PlayStation exclusivity with advertising, but not a PlayStation game, and same thing with Sekiro.
I should mention it doesn't necessarily mean a remaster is coming as well. That's just one interpretation.
Okay,
Could be just another game, a new entry in the series.
sure.
So
Oh,
Neo 3.
yeah. But I think, well, regardless, to me, I still think Bloodborne is the most compelling one. I think second place is Neo. But Bloodborne just has so much more cash, and weight
Yeah.
behind it.
Can I request you pull something up?
Yeah.
So I want you to type in the artist's name is a little hard to spell, so I wouldn't just type in Dorohedoro Bloodborne.
Oh, I like her.
Her name is Q Hayashida, I believe.
Yeah.
So
She's fucking awesome, by the way.
there's a Bloodborne graphic novel, and Q Hayashida actually did cover art for it.
Right.
And I'm here to tell you, if it's anything like this, I'm in.
Here it is.
I'm so in. We're so back. Bloodborne is so back. What an awesome series that would be if it was done by the Dorohedoro artist, illustrator, mangaka.
Mhm.
That would be fantastic.
She's a mangaka, dude. She can do
Yes, she
something.
is.
Yeah.
She can gaka on my man. I don't know.
Oh God.
So I don't know, man. I think a Bloodborne anime would be cool, and I'm kind of praying and hoping this is Bloodborne because I really want a remaster so fucking bad. I want it now.
Dude, it's time. It's time.
Or a
And
sequel.
you conflate this with Jaffe stuff. I mean, this has been going on for a long time. Demon Souls is going to be going on for... Demon Souls came out alongside the console, which has been over 2 years, right?
Yeah. And Bluepoint is apparently not tied to the Metal Gear Solid project that everyone's been talking about. What has Bluepoint been working on?
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
And that's the thing is too, is like it would probably be more of a remaster than a full remake like Demon Souls, right? Or like somewhere in between where it's more than a remaster, but it's not a remake.
Yeah.
Which they thrive in, dude.
And here's the thing, dude. The game, it makes sense. So From Software developed the game,
Right.
but it was PlayStation that published the game, and they own the rights to the IP of Bloodborne.
Right. And it was
So
co-developed by Japan Studio too, right?
Right, who unfortunately
no longer exist.
No longer exist.
The people that they don't exist, but
The
the
people
people that were there,
exist.
they were absorbed. Yeah, they were absorbed.
The people did not die.
No, they did not die. Japan Studios closed, but some of the people from Japan Studios are now part of Asobi, Team Asobi.
Right. So here's the thing. PlayStation can basically, listen, From Software is very busy right now.
Yeah.
They're working on the Elden Ring DLC. They have Armored Core coming out.
Yeah.
I don't even know. They could be working on a third game. I truly don't know.
They are. It's the next Sekiro game. It's happening.
So what I'm trying to say is PlayStation was like, yo, if you guys ain't making this, doing anything with this thing that made us a lot of money, that we know there's demand for, okay, I got you. Bluepoint.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys did Demon Souls? Oh.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah. Oh, Nixies, you wanna port this to PC for us? Right.
Hey, anime studio. Hey, Q Hayashida, you want to make an anime? Where's Dorohedoro season 2, dude?
Yeah.
Don't know. You're making Bloodborne.
I imagine Jim Ryan saying that, and that makes me laugh.
Q Hayashida.
Yeah.
Fucking Jim Ryan.
As he's holding his fucking controller like a Neanderthal.
Oh my god. That would be fucking awesome though. If they fucking I'm hyped.